Jackson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Harold for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com and the IHSAA Champions Network here for tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup between the visiting team, the Jay County Patriots, as they take on your Wapahani Raiders here tonight from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hope all of you have had a terrific Thursday so far. And hopefully looking to make it a little bit better here for all you Raider fans out there. Hopefully get us a couple of W's here tonight, but no doubt going to be a tough challenge here as we get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Taylor Architects, Inc., a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So, last time out here for our junior varsity team obviously was on Tuesday evening when we traveled over to Yorktown to take on the Tigers. Unfortunately, things did not go well on Tuesday night. Now, before then, we had a 3-game winning streak going. Girls were playing good. I mean, it wasn't, I think that, especially after that first loss of the season, it's all about, getting that first one under your belt and playing against another team that's just not yourself, because, it can get a little redundant, when you're just continuing to battle against your teammates, every day in practice, so on and so forth. But it's another thing when you go to battle against another team. And, we didn't fare well in that first game, but then, we bounced back and started to build some confidence in ourselves, and you could see that from these girls. They had a little extra pep in their step, but, their confidence continued to build. And I thought, as a collective unit, as a team, that they got better. Even in those 3 games, you kind of tell. But then, like I said, then on Tuesday night, I think that, Yorktown just exposed, some weaknesses, that we have as a team still that, you have to work on. It's a constant work in progress. No matter how good or how bad you are, I think, as a team, you always look to be better. And I think that, there's, some things that we didn't do so hot on, some things we did do good. And I think, you have to take the good with the bad. If you always dwell on the bad things, then, things could be very depressing. I think that, you have to look at some good things that this team does as well. They're a young group, but, there's a lot of talent there, I think, as well, that they can keep building off of each and every single ball game. But, the Yorktown game, you find a way to get better. Hopefully they had a really good day of practice last night and are, hopefully ready to take on the Patriots here tonight. I'm sure they will be. You got to be here to defend your home court. We will have Addie Barnes back tonight, which will be a plus. She wasn't able to play the other night. At least from what I heard, it was because of concussion protocol. So I guess she had an issue last time out and was hit on the head somehow, and so that's why she didn't play on Tuesday evening. So it will be nice to have her back again. But, these girls just got to keep growing, keep continuing to get better together and play together as a team, the right way. I think that, we've seen that in that game there on Tuesday night. We just seem to be really out of sync. Now, yet again, you had, girls fulfilling roles that hasn't been asked of them the first 4 games. So, that had, I think, a lot to do with it as well. But they continue to battle. It just didn't work out for them. But tonight's a brand new night, brand new opportunity here for these girls, and hopefully they're looking to come out victorious here tonight on their home floor against the Jay County Patriots. So should be hopefully a great evening here from Wapahani High School. Again, make sure to stay tuned in throughout the night. Again, we'll have tonight's varsity game as well. So looking forward to that. That should be a great ball game coming up later on tonight. Varsity team for Jay County 4-1. Obviously, Wapahani we're 7-2. So a lot of great things happening here this evening. Stay tuned in. This has been our Raiders Live pregame show. Again, presented by Taylor Architects, Inc. Following the commercial break, we'll be back here with tonight's player introductions and tonight's first serve here between your Wapahani Raiders and the Jay County Patriots here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, appreciate you all for tuning in and spending your Thursday evening here with us on the WHS Network. Again, we'll take a look here at tonight's rosters. First for Jay County, number 4, Kylie Timmerman, number 13, Lydia Johnson, number 15, Madison Taylor, number 16, Chloe Mullenkamp, number 18, Callie Wendell, number 19, Chloe Byram, number 20, Emmeline Homan, number 22, Gabby Petro, number 23, Amelia Heath, number 26, Kennedy Lyons, and number 27, Emery Forthofer. Here for Wapahani, we have number 1, Savannah Fitzgerald, number 2, Maya Mitchell, number 4, Lainey Ledbetter, number 5, Addie Barnes, number 7, Journey Maines, number 8, Ella Recollect, and number 11, Nora Williams. Again, Ryan Webster's the head coach here for your Wapahani Raiders. And so we'll begin things here this evening with number 20, Emmeline Homan. She'll begin tonight's ball game here at 6:02 p.m. here on this Thursday, September the 4th of 2025, as that was quickly rejected by Amelia Heath. So a 1-0 start for Jay County. But again, here I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And another night of Wapahani Raider volleyball here on the WHS Network. Recollect there to dig it out, set on up, and going diagonally right there was Journey Maines, but unable to keep that one in play. So a 2-0 start here for the Patriots. Nice job there by Barnes being able to just dig that one out of the net. Unfortunately, we'll end in another point here for Jay County to start things off here with a 3-0 lead. So 3-1 now, as we'll have Nora Williams back to serve here for Wapahani. Here for Jay County, we'll see number 22, Gabby Petro, now checking in here for the first time this evening. Again, Williams here back to serve. A good one right there. And again, a pass there by number 15, Madison Taylor. But right to the net. Set up here to the left side, Lydia Johnson in attack. Dug out by Recollect. Mitchell's there. Maines gets it across. Free ball here for the Patriots. And that one's hit out of bounds by number 19, Chloe Byram. So out of bounds again, so a 4-0 run now put together here by Wapahani after a 3-0 start from Jay County. Another nice serve there from Nora Williams. Recollect there and pass the ball over the net. Opportunity there for the Patriots. Recollect gets there. Barnes on the Maines. And once again, number 23, Amelia Heath, using her height and athletic ability, just blocks that one right back where it came from. So tied at 4 with number 16. I believe that was 16. Yes, indeed it is. Mullenkamp back to serve. Received by Williams. Barnes sets it to the middle, and not sure if Mitchell just didn't know that the ball was coming to her or what the case was right there, but a little confusion that will cost the Raiders a point that time around. Received by Williams, set up here. Maines, essentially a little drop shot right there. Now back over the net we go. Here's Williams. Barnes back to Maines one more time. And we'll have a net violation here on Jay County. So the point goes back the other way here to Wapahani. And okay, there was some brief confusion there with Wapahani as far as the substitution. So recollect to serve. Set on to the right side that time. I believe that was Byram on the attack. And number 27, Fort Hoffer, will collect on the kill. 7-5 now is number 26, Kennedy Lyons. Will sub in the ball game and drop back behind the service line. And Barnes knocks that one on home to make this a 7-6 ball game. So Maines will serve that one out of bounds, 8-6. As number 20, Emmeline Homan, will now check in for the Patriots. Number 13, Lydia Johnson, now back to serve. Soft touch of the net there by Ledbetter, and that will get it done. So back and forth we go. In comes number 4, Kylie Timmerman for Jay County, and now back to serve for Wapahani will be number 5, Annie Barnes. Set to the left side, Homan on the attack, but right there met at the net. Job there by Fitzgerald, but that one's going to fall in there. So yet again, both teams going back and forth right here. As number 23, Heath, will come back in for the Patriots. Number 27, Fort Hoffer back to serve. Fitzgerald. Now number 26, Lyons, with a back set to number, couldn't tell who that was, number 5, which is not on our roster sheet. Laney on the attack, tries to find the back corner, but instead Fort Hoffer's right there. Maines digs it. Barnes will set it. And Williams again tries to find the back corner on the far left side. Gerald right there in the middle. Barnes will send it back over after being met at the net. And again, really, that young lady really doesn't have to do much. She can stand tall right there, and arms are probably a good foot over the top of the net. Williams there from the left side that time, dug out by Fort Hoffer. And number 23, Heath, again, doesn't even have to jump, just barely tips it over down in play. And we're going to have a timeout here from Wapahani. And we will take a timeout of our own. 13-7 Jay County here in set number 1. Stick around here with us. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Here with our East Jackson Auto Sales game break. Again, a 13-7 Jay County lead here in set number 1 of the evening. Again, it's been back and forth there for a good while. But now Jay County has went on a nice little 4-0 run right here. And we get it over free ball here for the Raiders. On to Ledbetter, and again, ball, and it was right up against the net right there. Really didn't allow Ledbetter much of an opportunity to get to that one without going into the net. Set on to Fitzgerald, soft touch right there. That's number 5. Maines digs it out. Barnes back to Ledbetter. And that one will fall in. Number 20, Emmeline Homan with the kill. Williams on the attack. And again met at the net by Amelia Heath. It's been an absolute one-woman wrecking crew out there. Offensively, defensively. Make this now a 9-0 run by the Patriots. Wapahani has now put themselves in one heck of a situation. Short serve there, and that's going to be a lift, or rather 2. Okay. Set up to the left side. Homan on the attack. Laney Ledbetter digs it out. Set right back to her. Barnes gets there. And Wapahani, unfortunately, right now just seemingly has no answer here for the Patriots in set 1. Again, it was a close ball game up until 11 points ago, and then that's when Jay County went on their lengthy run now. All right, so we're going to have another timeout. Again, 21-7. Now is your score. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more following this message from Some American Legion, post 437. All right, welcome back here, folks. Again, 21-7. Jay County leads it here in set number 1 of this junior varsity volleyball matchup here tonight. Again, we do want to thank everyone for tuning in and, like I said, spending your evening here with us. It means a great deal to us, and I know it means a great deal to the girls as well, and for them to have your support. So Wapahani gets a much-needed point right there off of that one. Okay, so it looks like we've now got it all squared away. So Savannah Fitzgerald will be back to serve. And now we've got to make sure that that indeed is the correct server. Ledbetter on the attack. That will be good going down the line right there, 21-9. Gerald just gets that left arm up there, gets the ball back over the net. Shanked backwards. And definitely that ball was still in play. The ball ricocheted up off of the backboard of one of the basketball goals. And Barnes was trying to track it down, kind of switched directions there a little bit, but she was the only one that continued on with the play. Set up to Homan there on the left side. Rides along the top of the net and down in play, 23-9. As the Patriots now just 2 points away from taking set one. Great hustle there from Ella Recollet to get to that one. And that one hit out of bounds by Homan, so that will get Wapahani to their 10th point of the set. Laney Ledbetter now back to serve. So an ace here for Laney. We would like to have about, we'll take 15 more of those. Consecutively, that is. Okay, all right, back to back. How about that, folks? We're well on our way. You never know what can happen. I would be extremely shocked if that happens, but you just never know. Well, and then that happens. So serving error there, that's going to end it here for set one. 25-12 as Jay County leads at 1-0 here in tonight's junior varsity matchup. Stay right here with us. Again, here on the other side of the break, we'll have set number 2 coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, back at it here for set number 2. Again, Jay County took the opening set 25-12. Again, back here with our East Jackson Auto Sales game break. Again, East Jackson Auto Sales, proud sponsor of the WHS Network. They're owned by Alan and Todd Clark. This family-ran dealership has been going strong since 1977, and they're known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles. That will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle you can rely on. Stop on in and check out your next vehicle at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana, and give them a call at 765-356-1340. Again, a big thanks there to East Jackson Auto Sales. All right, so back at it here with set number 2. Again, here if you're Wapahani, put set 1 in the rearview mirror. That's exactly where it needs to be and where it should be. And kind of get at it here in set number 2. As Maines will hit that one out of bounds. I think the biggest thing, at least from what I'm seeing out here on the floor for Wapahani, yes, obviously, mistakes, hitting errors. Passing hasn't been too bad, but then just some miscommunication. But also, and I hate to say this, you see girls just with some bad attitudes, unfortunately, and you can't have that. As a collective unit here, you have to be essentially a united front, to where you're all pushing for the same cause, and you start getting sour attitude about things will go downhill quickly, and that's what we've seen right there. So these girls has got to keep picking each other up, and hopeful that good things will happen here, because they're more than capable of it. I'll tell you that much. This is a good group of girls, but you can't let one set dictate how the rest of the game goes right here. So 2-0. Again, number 26, Kennedy Lyons back to serve. Maines gets across for the Raiders. Lyons there with a setup and hit into the net by number 16, Chloe Mullenkamp. So again, 2-1. Ella Recollect back there to serve just a moment ago. Nice hustle there by Ledbetter, but couldn't quite get to it in time to give teammates a good ball to work with. So 3-1 now. Number 27, Emery Forthofer now in the ball game for Jay County. And that's an ace. Received there by Williams. Tipped over by Barnes. And a little missed timing there by Fitzgerald. She was chomping at the bit right there. You could see, her eyes lit up. That ball, the pass right on top of the net. Just like I said, just a little missed timing right there. It happens, unfortunately. And that pass right on top of the net to number 23, Amelia Heath. And she quickly disposes of that. Tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if Jay County ends up scoring another one right here. We don't see a timeout here from your Raiders. Free ball right here, Recollect. Barnes over to Maine, soft touch. But again, you have the long arms and height there of Amelia Heath. So 2 hits. Recollect. Barnes. Williams there with a dig. Nice pass right here. Set on up there to Maines. Recollect there. Nice job. Fitzgerald will get it over. And soft touch there by Forthofer. Left that one a little bit short. Now 8-2 is number 22, Gabby Petro. Will now check in for Jay County. Back to serve here for Wapahani, number 7, Journey Maines. And that will be left in the nets. And that was a 2 hit. Or lift, okay. I thought they would get her with the 2 hit, considering that the ball ricocheted off her forearms and hit her right in the face. But whatever works. Barnes there with a dig. Maines will set it up for Ledbetter. So we'll have a timeout from Wapahani. 10-3. Jay County leads it in set 2. We'll step aside and we'll be back with more right after these messages. All right, folks, again, back out of the timeout again here from Wapahani. In a 10-3 Jay County lead here in set number 2. The Raiders not out of it by any means, but definitely have some work to do right here. And number 20, Holman on the attack, makes this 11-3 ball game. You know, and again, when you get in situations like this, the last thing you want to do is, well, first and foremost, you don't want to start applying any more extra pressure than what there already is. But, you know, yet again, you've got to keep yourself in check. You know, those, you know, around you, it's important that everybody kind of stays upbeat. You know, yeah, that's a lot easier said than done when you're getting beat. But especially in those times is really when you've got to dig deep as a team, you know, in general anyway, you know, and make sure that, you know, that everybody is uplifted and going in the same direction here. So after the miscue there of Jay County, Maya Mitchell subs in for Wapahani. We'll have Savannah Fitzgerald back to serve. Nice one right there from Fitzgerald. And Ledbetter will make the Patriots pay right there. Again, the pass right on top of the net, and Ledbetter Made them pay. Set to the right side. That was number 19, Byram, on the attack. Now Ledbetter here for Wapahani. Dug out. And that one skips over the top of the net. Love the hustle there from Maddie Barnes. Again, just couldn't quite get to it in time. And so Jay County will have number 27, Fort Hoffer, back to serve. But first we'll have another substitution, number 15, Madison Taylor, now in the game for Jay County. So that one will fall in. Point there for the Raiders. Again, some miscommunication there by Jay County. You can kind of tell neither one of them knew who was going to take that ball. And it worked out in favor of Wapahani this time around. So Laney Ledbetter will now drop back to serve. And a darn good one in there for the ace. Seen her do that same thing right there at the end of the first set. Collected on a couple of aces. Short serve right there. Left it a little too short. So 15-7 now. Number 23, Amelia Heath, returning to the floor for Jay County. Number 20, Emmeline Holman, back to serve. Received by Ledbetter, shanked off there to the right side, and that will be an ace here for Holman. That was a really nice job right there from Addie Barnes. Ledbetter, and nobody there. And we'll get another timeout on the floor taken here by Wapahani. Stay right here with us. Again, we'll be back with more following this timeout. All right, folks, had to cut the commercial break a little bit short because both teams got back out onto the court rather quickly. And so, nevertheless, another point here for Wapahani off the ricochet off the speaker by Jay County. 17-8 now with number 11, Nora Williams, back to serve. Good ball right there, set up. Number 15, that's Madison Taylor. Barnes to Maines. Back to Taylor here on the left side, dug out by Ledbetter. Barnes. Maines here from the left side again. And again, mistake there from Jay County there with just confusion and lack of communication. And again, right here, if you're Wapahani, you're down by 8. Yeah, you still have a little ways to go right here, but you got to find a way to chip away at it. Alrighty, number 26, Kenny Lyons will sub back in for Jay County, as well as number 13, Lydia Johnson. And there's an ace. So left that one short there by Johnson. 19-10. And an ace, yes. So 19-11 after the ace from Ella Recollect. How that was, I was going to say that was it should have been a net violation, but we'll take the 4 hits too. Whatever's, whatever gets us a point, that's fine with me. Short serve that time from Recollect. Left side attack, and that will fall in. Lydia Johnson on the attack that time. So 20-12, number 27, Fort Hoffer will sub back in for Jay County with number 15, Madison Taylor, back to serve. In there. So Wapahani trying to find their footing right here. I mean, it's a little bit later in the game, but still not out of it until they reach 25 points. Got to keep playing, and there's Journey Maines with an ace. Another great serve there from Journey Maines. Back-to-back aces. And now that's going to force Jay County to take a timeout. And once again, we'll step aside for another break. 20-15, Wapahani making things interesting here in set number 2. All righty, again back from the timeout. Did have another point score here for Jay County. We got back on in time. Wapahani and Jay County didn't even use 30 seconds of their timeout. It's a full timeout, which is 1 minute. Well, they used half of that. And so I wasn't going to come back from the commercial break, so you guys did miss that. It's now 22-15, now 22-16. Great serve there from Addie Barnes, and that will be an ace. That's one thing. I'll tell you what, Wapahani has dealt quite a few of those here this evening. Set to the right side. Maines there gets the left arm up. Free ball, here we go. Maines on the Barnes, set up to Williams. Soft touch, finds a wide open middle. And make it 22-18. Nice job right there by Williams and Fitzgerald. Maines again. Bow. Well, the ball again led Barnes right into the net. Tried to dig it out of there, but didn't work out this time around. Number 18, that is Callie Wendell. And now sub in, as well as number 19, Chloe Byram. So Jay County 2 points away from the sweep here tonight of Wapahani. But love seeing what the Raiders have done here in the second set after being down by what was about 9 points, I believe, 9-10 points. They climbed right back into it. They didn't give up. That's what we like to see. Just got to keep on playing right here. You're down now to match point, 24-18. Maines is there. Barnes with a set up, and that's going to drop in, and that's going to do it. As Jay County will win this one in straight sets here this evening, 25-12, 25-18. Again, the junior varsity Raiders will be back in action next Tuesday night when they travel to Hagerstown to take on the Tigers. Again, that'll be a JV start time of 6 p.m. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in here this evening. Again, we'll have tonight's varsity broadcast. That'll be coming up here within probably the next 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes is when we'll start that varsity broadcast there with our Raiders Live pregame show. But again, a big thanks there to Sam Pierre Chevrolet, Next Home Elite Real Estate, Realtor Austin Rich, as well as Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton, Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, Taylor Architects Inc., Alfred Rods and Customs, as well as Air Park Door, signed by Ash, Some American Legion Post 437, Dr. Care J. Wolf, DDSPC, and East Jackson Auto Sales. So greatly appreciate all of them and greatly appreciate all of you as, again, Wapahani goes down defeat here in tonight's junior varsity ball game, 25-12, 25-18. We'll see y'all back here a little while with tonight's varsity action here on the WHS Network. Until then, I'm Brandon Morvelius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.